Are you going to Builds tomorrow?
Yep. And then the Shields. I gotta drop some off at Shields.
And then Walmart?
Then you just gotta go to Walmart?
Yep.
Okay. And then we can go get something to eat maybe?
Yeah, is Paul coming or do you have
Oh,
time?
I didn't call him.
Oh, okay. What are you doing tonight when you get back home?
Probably just taking a shower, resting up a little bit, and then
Off to bed?
go off to bed. Yep.
Oh, what are you doing tomorrow?
I don't know. Going fishing?
Are you going to Builds tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, are we listening to the sports talk again?
Yep.
Oh. Oh. So, what are you doing? So, is that a home that I just honked on there? Oh, what type of home was it? Oh, you happy?
This is where Wisconsin gathers to talk sports. The Lost Coast Sports Show
Down there.
Now, here's your host, Glenn Bills.
Yep, there you go. So what are you doing tonight? Oh, are you tired?
You know what I'm doing tonight.
Oh, you didn't shoot that field yet?
No.
You talk to Todd lately or you don't talk to him?
I don't talk to him.
Oh. Are you ever did you talk to Eric Wright or you don't talk to him either
I
anymore?
don't talk to him either. I don't see him.
Well, is that why you don't come to the football games anymore?
Yeah, there's no, I don't know. I just don't want to. I'm not excited about going to the football or any sports games.
Oh, not even the Packer game or you don't go there either?
Well, Packer games are different. Is that your list? Did you make a list?
Yep, good job.
What's on it?
Well, I also have, this is one list and the rest is on my phone. Yeah, well, are you happy today? What do you do? Is deer hunting season over yet or are you still working on it?
It's muzzleloader season right now.
Oh, are you going deer hunting on Saturday?
Maybe.
Oh, it's not done yet?
Well, muzzleloader, it's a different kind of a gun for deer. Rifle season's over.
Oh, what's left of deer hunting?
What's left? Muzzleloader and archery.
Oh, then when does it end?
Like in January sometime.
I kept telling you people the last couple of years, Dave,
Muzzleloader ends on
Tomorrow at 6 in the morning.
next Wednesday, I think. Not this Wednesday, next Wednesday.
Oh,
that girl goes after the stars. The reason Wisconsin was 9-2, 10-3, competing for Big Ten championships is because they recruited the 2 and 3 stars. They developed them. They kept them here. I told people this morning, if you're going to get a quarterback, develop them, keep them here, and pay them instead of.
so she's at school right now, so it opens when.
No, she got to be there at like 6:30.
One, they hated where they were. Two, the first time.
What did she do today? Did she teach?
Yep.
Oh no, they got the truck back. Where do you take it in to get repairs at schools?
Yep.
They do a good job?
I think so. The lights are off.
Oh. Is that where you take it?
Yep.
Do you wear flannel lately? What's your hat that you're wearing?
Hers.
Oh, you always wear Google's hat?
Not always.
So are you happy that Monday?
Am I happy that it's Monday?
Yeah. What did you do yesterday since it was Sunday yesterday?
Hunted in the morning.
I
I got my stuff together and came back home.
Oh, you were still up in Phillips?
Yep.
Are you going up there this coming weekend?
No.
Oh, you done going up to Phillips?
Yeah, for a while.
Oh, what are you doing in January?
I don't know. What are you doing in January?
Polishing? Are you working at Bills or are you going to get another different job?
Working at Bills.
Oh, where you hauling tomorrow? Where are you going?
Rice Lake.
How many loads are you doing?
Loads? I got one load.
Oh, is
Two
it?
stops.
Oh. Oh. Oh, you having lunch tomorrow?
I don't know. Usually, sometimes I eat a sandwich or some snacks.
Like, oh, like what type of sandwich? An Applebee's or?
Just make something from home.
Oh, like a ham and cheese with butter under the mayo on it?
Mayo.
Oh, does it make, what type of mayo do you use?
Whatever I got.
In the house?
And like Miracle Whip. I'd rather have Miracle Whip, but Renee doesn't like Miracle Whip.
Oh. Why does she doesn't like Miracle Whip?
I don't know. She says it. I don't know. Weird taste.
Do you like it?
That's why I would eat it, Cody.
Oh, you didn't?
Do you eat something because you don't like it?
No.
Well, duh. Sugar.
Also, so
But they didn't realize most of them can't write their names. And they
do you,
school.
Yeah.
And that ain't gonna work. But other than that,
how many hats do you have at your house? Or you can't keep count.
it is gonna work. They're gonna be
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
here.
I don't know.
Are you going to the Blues game next Sunday?
Maybe, probably we will.
Oh, are you taking Hannah and Chloe with you? School?
Well, so
No, they'll be working.
I'm not
Maybe if
gonna
it's on a
pretend I
weekend or
understand
something and
all of
they want to
that,
go.
but I don't think any booster's gonna step up and cut that check. And that money has to come from somewhere, which is gonna hurt them in other
Oh,
departments.
do you watch your truck yet this week, or you?
No, I haven't watched it in a while.
Oh.
Fired, but man,
But Simpson
couple
was
imagine
on
things
it.
are even worse next year. I think
really
Dodger fans
well,
are smart enough to
I don't know.
understand
Sometimes they
schedules
use soap,
difficult. Dodger
sometimes
fans
they
are
just
also
power
smart
wash
enough to
it
realize,
off.
hey, for
Oh,
years and years and
power
years,
Is it
they
hot
were
water
beating
one, or-
Nebraska, Minnesota.
It's
Those
just
teams
soap,
didn't all
but
of
you
a
twist
sudden
the
turn into
nozzle on it.
powerhouses. I
Comes
can
out.
deal with the loss to
Close
Oregon
it.
or Penn State, even if
Oh.
it's close. I feel like we should have won.
I don't know.
I can deal with that.
Whatever Bill was
I can't
five.
deal with
Yep.
giving up 320 yards to
What
Iowa
color
and
is it?
44
Or
points to
whatever.
Nebraska. That's
Oh, you
different.
don't care.
So,
Oh.
man, it's gonna be.
Does it look good? Does it get all the bugs off?
When he is, but my point is, if he comes back next year in the coat, and it looks just.
Oh,
this
man, a
bad
truck
or
do you
worse,
drive?
They probably
Yes.
you're right.
Peterbilt?
But it's gonna be
Late liner?
You can't just cut
Yep.
$40 million
Oh.
check.
Man, do
That's
they?
a lot of money.
Oh,
That's a lot of money. Dave,
do you,
to meet
do you ever grease the truck or check everything over? Do you have to do a legal inspection in the morning?
Well, it's just basically, it's not that much of a legal inspection, it's just lights, tires.
Is a little silly.
Do you use a logbook?
This year they got
No.
dominated
Oh,
against the
it's
run.
not that type of truck
If
in
your
it.
answer to stopping the run is
They don't really use logbooks anymore, it's computerized.
No, do you have a computer? Like
But
a,
we don't, that's not nothing for the road, Cody, so I just,
as we've seen.
we're just in a certain area, so we don't
Yeah, I
need it.
basically said, hey, I'm gonna stand up guy. I don't want to put my hand in the dirt. I'm moving on.
Oh,
and
you had to
think that's
clock
a
in
little bit of
every
an attitude
morning
with
when you go to
college
work?
players now. Like,
How
I
do you
don't know
do
many
that?
college players are looking
Time
like
card?
Usually on my
make a
phone
position
or
switch
on
or
a
tweak or to do something that they don't
computer
want to do because
system
I'll
there
just
if I
transfer
bring
somewhere
my
that's going to let me
phone.
play the way I want to play.
usually by my phone.
And I think that's an element of college football now. I'm not going to act like the players have all of a sudden gone soft and they're not coachable because I don't think Wisconsin's providing good coaching. But I think there's a little bit of that, Dave, to give you
Oh,
an advantage.
when are you going?
608-321-1670.
Oh,
West Coast Sports
is it
Radio.
automatic or manual?
Automatic.
Oh, so you don't have to shift? Do you know how to shift or not really?
Not a big truck like that, no.
Oh. Is the truck all attached or do you hook up to a trailer?
It's already hooked up to a trailer.
Or do you unhook it or hook it up or you just leave it hooked up?
I've had to unhook it like once or twice.
He's gonna have to find one.
Oh, do you know how does it use the airlines?
Like, I think he had an idea. I'm gonna do this, this,
Yep.
and this, and none of it has worked. And now he's like,
Airlines, airlines.
he'll kind of up a creek without a paddle. I think that's where he is right now. I agree.
And before I get to the NFL, I heard you to Marquette, Wisconsin, think I was
I don't. People so I
Where do you
tweeted.
want to eat, Cody?
So I
I'm not
tweeted-
sure. Where do you want to eat? Do you want
Let's go
to...
grab. I tweeted.
What
I'd
place
like
do you want to go to?
Wisconsin
I would
Wisconsin.
be in...
Like in Doodles and Company or something?
Sure, yeah. Haven't been there in a while, yeah. Yeah. Is that what Walmart we're going to or we're going to come back to
Yeah,
Howard?
we could either come back or go to the one over there.
Probably find a way to get a cheaper ticket.
Okay.
I would rather just bitch about Marquette and start a little bit of a meteor
got to get like soap and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought you had to get some presents.
Oh, those are like presents.
Huh? Gifts, I thought you said. Gifts for you.
I guess, yeah. I had to get some stuff from Blue again. When was this? Yeah, I think it.
I thought they'd be like 500 slightly better.
How do you know?
Maybe the Commanders
Yeah.
a little less. Like hovering, like
Oh, is this truck able to be illegal to drive on the road?
Is what?
Is this truck illegal to drive on the road?
Which truck?
This one, this Ford F-150.
Legal.
Oh, do you have a license to drive it, or do your license expire?
No, it's not expired.
Oh, what would happen if your license was expired?
Nothing unless I get caught.
By the police? Has that ever happened?
Not a popo.
You did?
No.
What? Oh, do you have for lunch today? Anything good or just?
I didn't eat any lunch today.
Oh,
I was in Medford, and
what's Medford?
Medford is like an hour west
you do in
east of
Medford?
here.
What vehicle did you take Medford?
The car.
Oh,
Truck was in the
so
shop.
did you take Renee to work this morning?
Yeah, I told you I
All we
did.
have to do is, like you said,
Then-
get off to a good start and maintain during the game.
This
They
is
have the team to
where
do
this
it this year.
dog
You go
food
back to the
places
summer, you
over
and I
here.
talked about who
It's
we
over
like
by
this year.
the-
We both said Green Bay Detroit.
Oh, my God,
Theater
Sim.
over by
That's what it's going to end up
Festival.
being.
Oh,
And
by the mall.
this game
Are you
Thursday,
gonna go see
I'm gonna
Moana
pick the
too?
Packers to win this.
No.
This is
So
going to be like
have you seen the first one, or you
No,
don't care?
I don't care.
We're win the second one. I'm going to mark it down.
So I don't entirely disagree. I don't know that I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I think the Packers are going to win, but I can't wait for this game. I think it's going to be great. Both teams have a full week off. It's not like both teams are playing a Thursday night game on a short week, right? So I like that. It's going to feel a little bit, and for those two teams, a little bit more traditional than your run-of-the-mill Thursday night game. And I know they were short rest last week on Thanksgiving, but that was the Thanksgiving game, so there's a little extra pomp and circumstance that hopefully helps compensate for the lack of rest throughout the week going into that game. I'm with you. The more I watch this team, and you can go back probably to the Pittsburgh game last year, which is where I really begin my sample size for this version of Packers football. Now, it's not that those games before the Pittsburgh game didn't count. They lost those games. That was a bad stretch of football, but I think it was because they had so many young guys all trying to figure it out at once. When they finally started to get it together, kind of around that
I'm probably
Pittsburgh game,
done.
kind of really getting
Oh, you
an
don't
idea
care
of who this
about
team
that?
is, what they do well, and how they
Well, I
operate.
care, but
And they're a different team when they start fast.
Probably rather
It's
do
not that they
something
can't come
Oh, that's
from
why you
behind.
decided to
They
quit a
can.
year
They
ago?
have the horses. They're good enough. It's not like
Were you
those
happy when you
limited,
quitted? Or-
slow,
Well,
like
it's different.
Pittsburgh Steelers the last couple of years,
happy
or
now.
the Wisconsin Badgers, and they were elite defense and an offense that could just do enough. Like, they can come from behind. It's not about their personnel, it's about their personality. Wow, Grant, good work with that one. That was excellent. It's not about their personnel, it's about their personality. They execute at a higher level, they play
There's
with
that
more
Toyota
confidence,
deal
they
that
make
we talked
fewer
about a few
mistakes. When they
years
get
ago.
off to that good start and kind
You
of
like
get the
quick
train on the
trips,
tracks
or is
right
it
away at the
okay?
beginning of the game, they're just a different team.
Did a quick
And
trip?
Kraft mentioned that in his presser yesterday, kind
I
of
like
in
quick
preparation
Yeah.
for Detroit game. We want to get
You
started
had a quick
right,
trip pizza?
kind of maybe relax the crowd.
Are
a
they
little bit so you
delicious,
can
or-
settle in and get your work.
Oh,
kind of
will
the
you buy them
consistency
again?
of it.
Or?
Just a different team when they
Oh,
start
yeah,
fast, and they
if I
didn't
had
anything
to, if I
but
needed to.
against Detroit the first time. They just
When
stumbled
you-
all
when
over
you
the place
cook
in
it
the first quarter. They didn't.
At home
They
in
didn't
your
execute
oven?
the red zone, and they have
Wherever
some
I'm at.
penalties and drops, and then that
Oh,
pick six was
is there a
awful.
house up in Phillips that
I'm
you
really excited
stay
about
at?
this game. I think both
I
of
stay
these
at a
teams are
friend's
excellent,
house.
and I'm with you, Tony. I've
Oh,
been saying
he
it
does-
for 3 or 4 weeks now. I think this Packers team
Oh,
can
does
get
he
in.
go hunting with
Doesn't
you?
mean they'll be favored.
Yep.
Doesn't mean that I pick them, but they have the capability. Even the Eagles and the Lions. I think that's 100% on the board. 608-321-1670. By the way, I want to talk about Josh Jacobs in the running game. So we're going to take a call here, start to wind down this first segment, and then coming back, segment number 2 of the hour. We're going to cool it on the phone calls for a sec. I have some Josh Jacobs things that I want
How's
to share with you.
Master Rome been lately?
1670 Wisco Sports Show.
Master
Who's this?
Rome?
Max and Rome, the dog.
Oh, Max and Rowan.
Going up in
Oh, they're
Chippewa.
good.
Oh, are you going to give me the filter queen, or are you going to keep
Not
that?
too bad at all. Good Thanksgiving. I didn't get to see any grandkids or
Renee
anything
still
like you. I'm
wants
sure
it
you had a
for-
great
Nope,
time.
he
Probably
pushed
pretty
back
excited
in.
with the family though, Mike. Then.
No, you can't have that one.
Oh,
I feel it.
why do you use that one
Just
too?
the shark, yeah, we use that more often.
Oh. Out the red shop then.
I use that for my chimney.
Oh, what type of chip is it? Fireplace, a gas fireplace, or So you burn wood? Is it burning right now?
It is not. It burned since last Wednesday to last night.
Then you haven't relighted it?
No, there was some coals that Renee was able to keep going in the mornings.
They don't take
Are you
themselves too
happy
seriously.
about
That's
that?
just the kind of people they are down there.
I'm happy. That's sad.
Right?
Oh.
I know people probably be mad at me.
How long have you been living in that house for?
If they won, they'd probably get invited to some stupid summer eve.
Oh, probably
For the Lane Bryant lingerie bowl. I didn't want
18 years now.
And what's
Oh,
so lame about
when
this,
they
even
moved
if
in,
they were the last team to make the bowl,
2000?
let's say they got it on academics. I think that's what happened with Minnesota last year.
Were you a teacher
there were a couple
then?
teams up for
Yep.
a bowl.
Oh,
It's like,
Renee,
all right,
what
you
was
better
you
bring a
doing?
lunch in. Even if they got some like participation
What's that
trophy.
aid?
Do you ever been to that
It wouldn't be the
Costco?
bowl.
No.
It would be the fact that they get,
Sam
3 more weeks of
Yeah,
practice
go
or
there,
whatever.
or-
It's
I've
not
been
even
in
about
Sam's.
the bowl for these
Not in
teams
a
to
long
just get
time.
in. It
Yeah.
allows you to
Oh.
get different
Yeah,
players in the
members
building or
of that
whatever.
anymore?
It's not even about the game itself. It's about the opportunity to have more practice, and it's a functional thing. That's a bummer. I understand that that's nice for the coaches. It's a product of the schedule and the way that college football works now. But it's not even about the game. It's about everything else.
Bowl, maybe below.
Do you know the person that in the sports stock?
They're always thinking, oh, man,
I don't know them, no.
You know, if they got a 500.
What are they doing? Are they doing the phone call right now?
Maybe it's a lot of disaster. They bring
Do you
in,
call them or you don't know how?
I don't know. I just listen.
Yeah.
Oh, are you happy about that? Am I annoying you yet?
Yes.
December 21st, the Washington Lions bowl game. I said, oh, I'm kind of glad they're out of it now. I can just relax.
Yeah, and I don't need to watch Braden Locke play again. Clement, that's a good call. I appreciate
You
it.
ever been to Oak Leaf right there?
Braden Locke is supposed to be impressive. I saw
no,
Carly
not really.
Rowan tweet this. You know, what are your future plans? Braden Locke's live.
Do you like Taco John's or not really?
Guys like,
It's
that's
okay.
fine,
I
actually.
don't
you know,
go to
it's fine.
Taco Bell or
It's fine.
Taco
Go,
John's too often.
Braden, go
Oh,
fight. There's
what fast food
NIL
places
money out
like
there for you.
Culver's,
Let's think about
McDonald's,
this program.
Arby's,
Obviously,
Wendy's,
this coaching
Burger
staff
King,
slowed
or
down.
Probably
And they
close
forgot to
the
tell
most.
you in meetings.
Oh,
Jolt
do you been there
threw the
lately?
ball at the helmet of the defensive lineman. Or your offensive line.
Last week, sometime.
what do you have to eat
All
when
right, I
you're
said one
there?
more call, but there's one
I think
more.
I
Let's
had
do
a
this, and then we'll take a break, and then I want to tell you some Josh
bacon
Jacobs
cheeseburger.
stats.
With onion in
I have a
it?
take for you regarding the running game that Tony
Oh,
mentioned. Let's go sports.
you the onion from McDonald's at the pot on the
Hey, Darnell, what's up?
pounders?
Hey, Grant, so...
Did you hear about that?
Wall said he wanted to come back
Oh.
for his 7th year, and
Yeah.
everyone was just like,
No.
actually, how about you don't? That would be kind of cool if you didn't.
Yeah, it's cool. You know, well, and by the way, how much is that freed up? And I don't mean to make this an anti-Tyler Wall thing.
Yeah, so
Now that you don't have an undersized 4 that can't shoot, like, you just look at how much freer the court is for the guys that are left over. And I know Taji's been great. I'm not going to say it's not addition by subtraction. They've addition by addition too, but just getting him out of there has made so much freer on the court now, especially on offense and defense.
Now they only have one.
What type of coat are you wearing?
Forward that
a
is
jeans coat.
bringing them down on offense that needs to not see as much
What?
time on the court, right?
One down, one to go, Darnell. You're absolutely right. We're making progress.
No, I mean, here's the truth.
This is the place that we're going to right now is MHS.
Even if they would have gotten a
Oh, that's not
pity
where we're
5-6
going?
bowl or even a 6-6 bowl, like it's kind of a moot point. But the Badgers didn't deserve it, and they're not going to get it. And now they have to pay the price of kind of being like one of those subpar Big Ten teams that has a huge prove-it year
That's my house.
coming next year. Like,
Oh, I mean,
has there ever been a
train.
hotter seat than the one that Luke Fickell sits on going into 2025? Because
Yeah.
that is, he's in an absolute
Like
prove-it
that.
year. But I mean, talk about a story. If you're gonna write a story about someone's like career path and everything, and the guy went to the college football playoff with a group of 5 school, and then
American.
comes to the Badgers, kind of struggles, and then finds his rhythm and everything. That'd be a hell of a movie. That's all I gotta say.
No, and I hope it gets better. I hope that some of these recruits come in and pop, and there's just a lot more question marks. And look, as a sports fan, what we do going into seasons is we rationalize, we take players and we take things. It's like, well, if this can happen, then this, and then and all that has to happen then is this guy does that, and like we draw it up. It's like if all these things can happen, this team can be great. And
Are you enjoying
like,
the sports
I
talk?
gotta go over there.
I can't connect those dots. I can't even fanboy my way to things being better. I hope it will be.
A lot of
You get the right
traffic out
quarterback,
there.
You know,
Yeah,
you get a
there
couple
is.
lucky bounces of the ball, you win a game that maybe you shouldn't, but they've been so awful at winning those games. Like they were in the Oregon game, they were in the Penn State game, they've had opportunities. They were in it against Ohio State last year, and they just
Did I
can't
know
get
Ohio
that
State?
first signature win. They can't really do anything. And then the next week they come back against Nebraska, or next week against Iowa, and they just fall flat. It's just everything's bad. Everything's bad. Let's talk about Josh Jacobs. We'll get into some Packers talk next.
This is the Wisco Sports Show with Grant Bills on the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
It's deer season. Now we know the main goal is to get that trophy deer, but what should you do after you get your deer? Take it to Mike's Star Market in Eau Claire. Whether you're looking to get some bacon made, steaks, or snack sticks, Mike's Star Market has options for anyone when it comes to getting your deer processed. And if you have a full freezer and you want to donate your deer to those in need, Mike's Star Market is your deer donation site. Best of luck this deer hunting season, and remember, once you get that deer, bring it on in to Mike's Star Market in Eau Claire.
Join us for the Camping World Indoor RV Expo in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. December 6th through the 8th. Tour brand new 2025 RVs and shop special expo pricing on the best selection of new and used RVs in our large heated indoor showroom. Plus, participate in the ultimate RV giveaway for your chance to win a new RV and more. Don't miss the Camping World Indoor RV Expo in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, December 6th through the 8th. Learn more at campingworld.com/Eau Claire.
When was the last time you looked up in that left-hand corner of your windshield at the oil change sticker? Now you just realized it's been a while because you are
we're here already.
Where to go? Simple. ASAP Used Auto Parts in Eau Claire. Not only is ASAP Used Auto Parts your go-to spot for high-quality used auto parts and new tires, they're your go-to spot when it comes to oil
right there.
changes as well. So don't wait any longer. Get that.
Which is difficult because he'll put the ball in harm's way. So handing the ball to Josh Jacobs, staying ahead of the sticks, and also limiting the number of attempts that Jordan Love has to make. I don't think the Packers want Jordan Love throwing 40 times. If they can have him throwing 25 times, and maybe a little bit more, maybe a little less, depending on the game. I think that's the sweet spot. I think it's a big part of the reason they went and got Josh Jacobs. It's like we cannot be in a situation this year where we're without running backs that we can trust and that we can ride, because then that's going to put too much on the plate of Jordan Love, and we don't like that. Separate conversation about a guy that you just paid a bunch of money, but it's not the conversation we're having here. The identity is Josh Jacobs and the running game and the scheme and all of the things that LaFleur's kind of cooked up.
Are you happy that we got the dog
Jacobs
food?
to make that thing cook. And I think
I'm
since
not
we
happy, Cody. I'm just
arrived
so
on that
good. I'm
conclusion,
glad we
talked
got
about
it.
the identity being the running game.
Why are the dogs food so?
Especially
Max
with
and
what
Owen?
Josh Jacobs has done the last
For
couple
Renee,
weeks.
of course.
That's their
Yeah.
identity.
What do you buy?
Fun.
What do you
That's
buy?
Trey
Tonight.
Clemens includes in an email
Me?
to me and
Yeah.
Bill.
Dog.
I played this earlier on Bill's show.
Like I said in that other video that I
And
did.
the cut is labeled. Josh Jacobs felt like there was a target on his back versus Dolphins defense, brought safeties in just to stop him. And I'll play you this cut. It's about 30 seconds long. This is Josh Jacobs, I think, hinting at the fact that he had like 20 carries for 40-something yards. He wasn't particularly effective if you took out the passing numbers. Yeah, all of his big plays were on passing plays, but his rushing, not super effective. And this is kind of him talking about that.
It's
I feel
kind
like
of.
for the defense, like I was the focal point really, so they was kind of like almost giving up some plays to really stop me, and like they was bringing their safeties down and basically to stop the run. So anything that we was doing outside or quick game or quick throws outside, it was wide open. That just lets you know that we got so many weapons on this team, man. We so deep at every position. At any given play.
Are you gonna run for the light, or are you gonna keep going? Or are you gonna stop and obey it?
I was the focal point, he says. They designed their defense to stop me. They left themselves vulnerable in other areas to stop me. And when I heard that cut, I messaged Bill and I made a little note. I said, that's how you know that Josh Jacobs is
Bill
the
who?
identity of this team. That's how you know.
My whole
What is the other team
Bill's
building their game
distribution.
plan to stop?
Is that what the time was? Bill
was all week saying, how do we stop
Is that what?
this?
What?
Yeah,
How do we take away this?
they
We
said
live with
Bill
the other
on there.
stuff.
Is that what
No,
the...
his name
Figure
is
out
Bill.
everything else.
You know that Bill, or you don't?
And Josh Jacobs, he came out, he all but said it.
I
He's like,
don't.
I felt like I was the focal point. And in fact, I think that's exactly what he said. That's the direct quote, right?
I feel like for the defense, like I was the focal point, really. So
There you go. That's how you know that that's their identity. They're a Josh Jacobs, Matt LaFleur running game led team. And I'm interested to see how this is going to play against Detroit on Thursday. Detroit's missing a lot of defensive players.
Have you ever been to Monks up here, or not in a long time? Monks up here.
I've been there, but not for a long time.
What do you think of Monks?
Take advantage of that.
Well, what do you have to drink?
Well, they're not very
I thought
busy,
they
are
had a
they?
path to victory at home last
Yeah.
time because it was raining. Jared Goff in the rain. You can get to him. You can make him make mistakes. You can make him uncomfortable in the rain. The problem is the Packers didn't hold up their end of the bargain. Packers had 10 penalties. I think they went 1 for 4 in the red zone on touchdown opportunities. Jordan Love had that pick 6. Like, they didn't force Detroit to make plays in the elements. They made a couple, like 2 or 3, and they were all in the first half.
Grizzlies have
Like,
been
they
there.
could go into cruise control after that Jordan Love pick 6. It felt
Not in a
over
long
at that
time.
point.
Oh,
Yes, I have.
is that seafood place, or do they have their Pizza Hut there? Or
Mostly steaks, chicken, and
I'm talking about
stuff like
make
that.
Jordan
What
Love
would you
play
eat?
4 straight
Chicken?
quarters of perfect
Barbecue?
football, effective
Steak,
football in the
maybe.
rain. And maybe he would have anyways, but the Packers didn't make him. And it's the
You've been
same
to
thing
that
on Thursday.
Chick-fil-A
Like,
there?
those injuries matter.
No.
You have to come in and play a type of football
Although
game, a
Canes
quality
might
of
be
football
open.
game that forces those absences
Good
to
chicken
count.
place up there.
Right? You want to play the type of game where Detroit Lions fans are saying,
You
man,
wanna
if
go
only
there?
we had this guy.
Or you wanna
If
go to-
only
let's
he
go to
was
the
out there. Man, we're really feeling lost to this guy.
Then how
But if Jordan Love
often
throws
do you
for
go
2
there?
and they commit a bunch of penalties,
I've
and
been
stuff,
there
well,
probably
okay, well
for
then the
over
injuries
a
aren't going to
year.
matter, and you're going to let the Lions get away
Canes
with
is
it,
a new
right?
place. It might. I
So
think it's
and
open.
I think Josh Jacobs is a big part of that. How can you
Might
run the ball?
not be
Also,
open,
side
but
note,
I think it was supposed to open
I
sometime
haven't
in
heard
November.
one person mention this around the entire NFL. The
Newer.
injuries
The-
to
is
Jordan
the
Love
mall
is
shut down?
one of the biggest stories going in sports right now, especially with the way
Oh,
that the
they've been
Packers
to the
and Vikings are kind of
movies
breathing
and
down
the-
neck of
yeah,
division.
mo-
And I think
Once or twice.
because they're awesome. And
What
well-coached.
movie do you
The
watch
whole thing.
there?
I don't remember.
I don't even think a lot of injuries.
Oh,
is
we're going
gonna
to
top it. I think
Shields.
they're still going to win the division. But a lot of people are talking about it. How many injuries? Oh my God, how many players are on IR? I haven't heard one person say, you know what? It's probably because they play on a parking lot. It's probably because they play on a concrete surface that's covered with carpet. That surface is nasty. Play 8 or 9 games a year on that, especially for the type of physical team they are. Yeah, no.
They're going
wonder
to the
guys
mall
are-
just to shield.
Just to shoot.
And I just haven't heard anyone. I haven't heard anyone point that out. It's like, yeah, maybe Detroit in the offseason should look at fixing that a little bit, helping their players out, because that surface is gnarly. It's not a surprise at all that guys are getting banged up, and it sucks for the Lions because this is the best season they're having, and I don't know the histories.
You're back up or
I'm not a
not?
historian, but certainly their best season so far of my lifetime, probably in a long, long time, maybe ever. I don't know. And I just haven't heard anyone point that out. Like normally Peter Schrager, Kyle Brandt, somebody like that is all over this. It's like, well, actually, a lot of people don't know that the Lions playing field blows. And I haven't heard anyone mention that. It's interesting. That's all. I like interesting things.